All right. So, hi, everybody. I want to welcome you to the recording of tonight's session. And for all of you who've already been here, we've had a challenging beginning in terms of technology for a couple of different reasons. So, but I'm coming to you from my cell phone, and it seems like we're recording. So we're just going to move forward. Okay. All right, period, end of sentence, take a deep breath. Like, okay, I can do that. So I just wanted to say something. I hope that everybody got a chance to read the Remember Note. It's really an inspired note. And I just would really love actually for people to read it and for us to have a little bit of a conversation around it, which of course we can't do tonight. So we can do that, do a little bit of that next week. I would really like to do that. And before we started recording, somebody mentioned the not having gotten to the possibility pages today. We are revamping the possibility pages to make them one page, and we will have those out to you before next Tuesday's session. I also want to welcome a new member, and of course, who will remain nameless because we're recording, but I just want to welcome you tonight to the group and welcome everybody here. It's I just love having you here, and I'm so glad that we could figure out a way for the session to move forward tonight. So saying that makes me feel like, yeah, it's important. It's really important that we did this session tonight. And I just invite each of you to consider or reflect on ways it might be really important for you to be here tonight. Doesn't mean that everybody's feeling like tonight's particularly important, but I know that some people are. And because of the challenges and the stick with itness and the fact that with help found a way to do this, again, means that it's important. I can tell that. So let's start. I think I mentioned to you that because of all the difficulties, the challenges today, I was doing some energy exercises before Angela's suggestion. I might not have done energy exercises. I definitely would have done tapping and some other things. And but I did some energy exercises, and that's really helped me get a little more grounded. So let's start. Let's start with the high heart tapping. Bringing your awareness to the bottoms of your feet, which of course helps to bring your awareness into your body, bring you back into your body. Drop your jaw. It's another really powerful way to come back into our body. It's almost like that jaw is the lock that locks us. You know how, we not necessarily here, but people have talked about, they're like, there's this disconnect in their neck and they're in their heads and they're not in their bodies. And the jaw is a really important way to unlock that lock, that whatever that comes in to cause that separation and disconnect. And so then let's begin focusing on our breathing and starting with some of the waterfall breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth. So as we're doing it, a nice deep breath in all the way up to your capacity. Hold it for a second and then drop it out, and make that dropping out just a little bit slower, at least, than your in breath. And with each breath, each waterfall breath, feel yourself becoming more and more in tune inside of yourself. feeling more and more where you're beginning to relax, noticing what it feels like with your jaw relaxing, and then your throat and the front of your shoulders. And then let's roll our necks around and help loosen up all that tension. Lots of tension there from the jaw, from the throat, from the back of the neck, the occipitus, our shoulders. Roll the shoulders a little bit. Make some sound. See what sound wants to come out of you. You're all muted, right? What sound wants to come out? So let's do the waterfall breath this time with a nice deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, see what sound comes out of your body, okay? I won't do it so you don't get distracted by my sound, but just focus on what that sound is and how it feels. What you notice at the end of that breath and sounding. And again, breathing in, one nice deep breath in. Hold it, and then sound that breath out. That deep vibrational release of generally, I think, discordant vibration. You can think of it like the EMFs, right? The electromagnetic frequencies that are discordant with our bodies and our body's energies. And so these sounds that we're breathing out are discordant sounds within our body and our field. And let's go into the central hookup, middle finger and belly button, other middle finger, third eye, push in, lift up. Continue for a couple of breaths. All helping everyone to come more into your body, to begin to quiet the nervous system. And here, this also helps us to open up to the energies of the earth, these living energies from the earth. And so perhaps you might be able to feel your feet and your legs tingling as you're opening to that energy. Breathing the earth's energy up into you through the back of your legs, the back of your pelvis, your spine, back of your neck and head, and then dropping that breath back down the front of you into the earth. This earth mother breathing, as I'm beginning to call it, that is another powerful contributor to coming out of our heads and into our bodies, releasing excess energy of stress, anxiety, worry, discordance. Now, quietly for a moment, checking in with yourself and just feeling, being with yourself for a few moments. Feeling this greater being presence, you being present within your being. hopefully feeling calmer, quieter, more centered, more balanced. Okay. Let's go through once and release. I'm just feeling like I need to do this for people. To tap through once, just we're going to focus on releasing the energies of the day, of the week, the more superficial discomforts, the distracting discomforts. So even though there are these stressors and distractions and discordance in my life these days, I want to love myself, and I choose to feel better now. Even though there are all these disruptions within and around me now. Yeah, I choose to feel better now. I choose to love myself. I'm going to love myself, or I want to love myself. Yeah. And a couple weeks ago, I think we took some time with this loving ourselves. And so I'm feeling pulled to do that again. So even though there are ways I don't love all of myself, I choose to heal this. And I ask all the parts of me, the subconscious and superconscious parts of me, to help me in reversing wherever it is, however it is, I don't fully love myself. Top of your head, holding here at the top of your head and opening all the parts of yourself, your conscious self as well, to the divine within and around you. Opening to the healing energies, the loving, pure healing energies of the universe, of God. Remembering that we can transform our situation now. That is possible. It is totally possible. And the more we open to the belief of it, and the more we open to the energy of it, the more we become able to do it. All right, eyebrows. These ways that I don't fully love myself, that I might be sad about myself, right? Sad about how my life has gone. Sad about how I have shown up in life on the sides. Totally realizing how deep I'm going here all of a sudden. On the sides, ways I've felt trapped in patterns and reactions that have made me mad at myself, upset with myself underneath. Ways perhaps that I've been afraid of parts of myself, afraid of perhaps my own reactions, afraid of maybe some of the ways I treat others, treat myself. Above your lips, ways I've been embarrassed about myself or self-conscious, which of course are things that keep us from fully loving ourselves. Below your lips, ways that I've carried shame about myself that's blocked me from fully loving myself. Collarbones. Ways that I've felt discouraged or disheartened about myself. On the sides, ways that I felt guilty about. That will go off, sorry, in a soon minute. Here we go. Sorry about that if you heard that beeping. Ways that I have felt guilty about things I've done and how that's blocked me from feeling like I deserve to love myself. Ways that I've blamed myself, I've blamed others, ways I've been in judgment and how maybe I felt like that's kept me from deserving to love myself. So letting all that go. Risks. Letting go of the frustration I've had with myself, the aggravation that I've carried inside, the ways I've gotten so upset at myself so quickly, right? For, I don't know, 100 different things maybe, right? And all of us here have gotten better. Come up to your high heart. All of us here have improved our ability to love ourselves. We have been changing our patterns of beating up on ourselves and abusing ourselves verbally and behaviorally too. We have learned and grown in ways that have helped us become more loving and more gentle with ourselves. And so in the midst of this really, perhaps really intense work that I just dropped us all into, remember to honor ourselves for all the hard work we have done to this point and all the growth that we've all made and the difference that it's had made in us, in how we're able to show up, how we're able to handle the difficulties in our lives. We deserve so much love, and we deserve so much compassion and so much kindness for all that we've been through, right? And for all the healing and all the growth that we've done. We've been courageous and brave and strong and willing and trusting. And every little bit of that matters profoundly. Okay, top of your head, letting go of all the charge in my nervous system from all this, this big pattern that's been created in me of not loving myself, not always being able to turn to being loving and kind as soon as I have challenges, right? Letting go of the sorrow and the sadness of it, the grief of it. Letting go of the feeling of entrapment of it, of powerlessness in the face of it. Letting it go, just like a river, just like imagine perhaps a river, unless you're having some other image right now. What's coming up for me is a river where letting go, like we're just letting all that sadness and that sorrow flow into that river, and we're letting all the entrapment and the powerlessness flow into that river. Underneath your eyes, letting go of all the fear and the panic, all the feeling small, and how that's kept us from loving ourselves, and like letting that flow into the river. And all, oh my God, all the embarrassment or self-consciousness, feeling insecure, awkward, vulnerable, letting it all flow into the river. Below your lips, letting all the shame, all that shame flow into that river, knowing that the river is perfectly capable of cleansing all of this charge, turning it into pure, life-giving, balanced, clustered, hexagonally shaped water, crystals of beauty and purity, collarbones, letting go of all the disheartened discouragement, on the sides, letting go of all that guilt, all that blame, wrists, letting go of all the aggravation, the frustration, the irritation, the intolerance we have with ourselves, letting it all go. Back up here to the high heart, nice couple of deep waterfall breaths. Rolling your neck around, your shoulders, opening your jaw again, feeling that, all of that continuing to release through everywhere, through the bottoms of your feet, through your jaw, like there's something about through your mouth, right? Through your hands, through the pores, through your field. And check in and see where you are now. And we're going to transition from wherever you are now into the belief work. I know a number of you have come with negative beliefs, limiting beliefs that you want to reverse tonight. Well, and I trust a lot of you have come with that. So as you're feeling yourself, all the ways that you're feeling yourself, hopefully feeling yourself rebalanced, more love in your heart. Might still feel challenged, that's okay. That's okay. The work we just did right now was really profound and really important. And so transitioning, remembering your grounding, the way Mother Earth's supporting you, the way each of us is all in this network of this circle of support. We're all supporting each other right now through it, even though we can't hear each other or see each other. We are connected in real time, in real space. We are here right now for each other, with each other. And as we begin to shift to this, the negative limiting belief, whatever it is, let yourself feel it. Really get in touch with it. Okay, good. And take yourself back to a moment where whatever this belief is, was of course associated with that moment, connected to that moment. And it was a moment where, when you think about it now, right, it's still really upsetting. It's where this belief is still hooked in. It's still activating that moment. And so what we're going to do is deactivate this belief from our systems. But we really want to feel how, not necessarily how bad this belief can make us feel, but a time when we did feel really bad, and we can still feel it now. And then check with yourself, how upsetting is the belief to you now from 0 to 10, right? That's the intensity scale in terms of upsetness or discomfort. And then also, how true does this belief feel now, which is a different scale. It's 1 to 7, with 1 being completely false and 7 being totally true. And see where you are on that scale. And now we're going to go through the belief reversal process. So I hope by now that you have a short phrase for this belief, short, direct, to the point. And as we do on this call, because we're all here together, we're going to go through each one of them. We'll start out with reversing. So we'll start out with the negative, tapping with the negative statement, and then I'll have each of you say the positive statement after that. Okay. So here we go. Even though I don't want to let go of this belief that I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though I don't want to let go of this belief, I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though I don't want to let go of this belief, I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Okay. And now I want to let go of this belief that, and take a nice deep breath. I'm going to say the phrases a little faster because I think everybody here knows these phrases. So the next one, even though it's not possible for me to let go of this belief that I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though it's not possible for me to let go of this belief, I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though it is not possible for me to let go of this belief, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. Good. It is possible for me to let go of this belief that. And a nice deep breath. And as you're saying the positive statement as we go through this, try to feel how it feels to say that statement, to own that statement. Okay. Next one. Even though I won't let go of this belief that I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though I won't let go of this belief, I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though I won't let go of this belief, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. I will let go of this belief that. Good. Next one. Even though I don't give myself permission to let go of this belief that I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though I don't give myself permission to let go of this belief, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. And you might explore with how you're saying it. And if you say it more emphatically, that puts more power into the reversal of this energy. Even though I don't give myself permission to let go of this belief, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. Good. I give myself permission to let go of this belief that, and nice deep breath. Next one, even though I won't do everything necessary to let go of this belief that I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though I won't do everything necessary to let go of this belief that I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though I won't give myself permission to let go of this belief, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. Might want to roll your neck and your shoulders, let go. I'm yawning. I think there's some letting go happening here for folks. I give myself permission. No, sorry. I will do everything necessary to let go of this belief that. Good, 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 good. Okay, next one. Even though it is not safe for me to let go of this belief that I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though it's not safe for me to let go of this belief, I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though it is not safe for me to let go of this belief, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. Good. Remember to breathe. It is safe for me to let go of this belief that good. All right. And this one, see if it feels like it's right for you to say it or not, or just go ahead and say it because it might actually be right or be in there and you don't know it. So next one, wait, I need a sip of water. Even though it's not safe for my loved ones, for me to let go of this belief that I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though it is not safe for my loved ones for me to let go of this belief, I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though it is not safe for me to let go of this belief, even though it is not safe for my loved ones for me to let go of this belief, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though it is not safe for my loved ones for me to let go of this belief, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. Deep breath. It is safe for my loved ones for me to let go of this belief. Next one. Even though it's not good for me to let go of this belief that I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though it is not safe for me to let go of this belief, even though it is not good for me to let go of this belief, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though it is not good for me to let go of this belief, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. It is good for me to let go of this belief. Even though I don't deserve to let go of this belief that I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though I don't deserve to let go of this belief that I am going to love myself and feel better anyway, no matter what. Even though I don't deserve to let go of this belief, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. Nice deep breath. Roll it around, shake it off. I deserve to let go of this belief that good. Next one. Even though I'm not willing to let go of all the benefits of keeping this belief that I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though I'm not willing to let go of all the benefits of keeping this belief, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though I am not willing to let go of all the benefits of keeping this belief, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway, now. All right, next one. Oh, so I am willing to let go of all the benefits of keeping this belief that. All right, next one. Even though I don't forgive myself for having this belief that, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though I don't forgive myself for having this belief, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. Good. Even though I do not forgive myself for having this belief, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. Great. I forgive myself for having, I forgive myself for having this belief that, good. Even though I don't forgive myself for letting go of this belief that I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though I don't forgive myself for letting go of this belief, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though I don't forgive myself for letting go of this belief, I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Nice deep breath. I forgive myself for letting go of this belief. All right, next one, last one. Even though I can't let go of this belief because it's woven throughout me, I'm going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though I can't let go of this belief because it is woven throughout me, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway. Even though I can't let go of this belief because it is woven throughout me, I am going to love myself and feel better anyway now. Rolling, shaking, nice deep breath. I can let go of this belief even though it has been woven throughout me. All right, and with your eyes closed and continuing to tap, feel yourself or engage in releasing all the energy of this belief. Feel the way it's woven inside you, like threads, like strands, like cords, right? Within your body, within your field, and you're sending it out. You can send it out into a big pile of thread, however big that could be, or yarn, or rope, string, light. Well, probably not light. From all the way inside of you, sending the energy of this belief out. Getting it all piled up. And as you feel yourself getting it all piled up, then you remove that pile permanently with help. It's wonderful to ask for help. You do not have to do this alone. And now I invite you to go back through your life. I'm going to start with the earliest time you can remember having this belief or feeling this way. You know, there's going to be a memory that's going to come into your awareness because it's associated. Even if you're like, I don't know why this memory is coming up. It's connected. But go to the earliest one that you can think of and know, actually, that even though you're at the earliest one you can remember, that there are memories before this, almost always. And so you can ask your unconscious to go there, right? Because your unconscious can do it, even if you're conscious, even if consciously you don't remember. Subconsciously, your nervous system, your energy field, however you want to think of it, knows. And so as you're continuing to tap, if that's not disruptive or distracting, walk through your life, this path of your life from before those earliest memories. And as you're walking, it can be like a path, and every step you take is another memory, and you're throwing off like whatever residue is still inside from the pain of that time and the pain of that time and the next and the next and the next. And you keep walking and seeing what memories are coming up. Are there memories from infancy, from toddlerhood? Likely not, but maybe. You might be noticing, feeling things in your body because your body knows, your body remembers. From when you were a small child. And you know, even if you don't remember, you know the ways that as a small child you felt pain. You can let that go. Each step, we're releasing, throwing it out with each step. Through childhood, school, the way it showed up in family, within your family, at school. For some of you, maybe church, in your neighborhood. Keep walking wherever you are, like whatever in your life you are. Middle school, all those really difficult years in middle school and high school. After high school. For some of us, that's college. For some of us, it was work. For some of us, it was family life. Into adulthood and relationships. Parenting, if we were a parent, all the adult relationships, community, just so many ways this shows up, as well as guess through it all, our relationship with ourselves. Right? And as you come to the current moment, you can turn around and look back down that path and see what all those bags or whatever it was that, however you threw it off, like how did it get absorbed and transmuted into something else? Something living, something growing, maybe be swallowed by the earth, taken up into the cosmos. And have a couple of deep breaths, kind of looking at where you've come from and where you are now. And looking, feeling inside of yourself again to this belief. And seeing what you notice is different. How upsetting is this belief to you now? How strong is this belief from 1 to 7? And you may find that there's still some there, but there's been a lot of release. There's been a lot of shifting happening tonight through this. And so I invite you to think of a belief that you'd rather believe than the one that you had believed. Like, what's the opposite of that belief? And it's a belief that shines with beauty and love. You know, it's not just an every ordinary day kind of thing. It's like, you know, my go-to example is from not feeling good enough in whatever way to knowing, you know, like I have this belief I am more than enough for anything that I could be, want, do, need. I am sufficient. I am more than sufficient. Right? So, you know, I shine with light. Even if sometimes it only feels like a little light inside, like I shine with light. I'm not good enough. No, truth is I shine with light. I'm light. I am love. Or as close as you can get to something like that. Okay, so now let's take that statement, whatever the positive is that you came up with, right? Tap on the top of your head. With the belief, I want to believe that, and use the positive belief. Eyebrows. It's possible for me to believe that, or believe I'm, or however it works for you grammatically. On the sides, I will believe. Underneath, I'm going to do everything necessary to believe. Above your lips, I give myself permission to believe. Below, it is safe for me to believe. Collarbones, it is safe for my loved ones for me to believe, whatever the belief is. On the sides, it is good for me to believe this belief. Wrists, I deserve to believe this belief. Let's say the belief. Top of your head, I'm willing to open myself to all the benefits of this belief. of believing whatever the belief is. I'm willing to open myself to all the benefits of believing eyebrows. I deserve to believe. I absolutely and totally deserve to believe. On the sides, I have the right to believe that. Underneath, I forgive myself for believing. Wait, sorry. Yeah, I forgive myself for believing the negative belief. It is forgivable to believe that. Above your lips, I forgive myself for letting go of that belief. It is forgivable for me to let go of that belief. Below your lips. It is acceptable for me to believe that, the positive belief. Collarbones. It is loving for me to believe that. On the sides. And even though that old belief was woven throughout me, I have all the space and all the ability within me to believe that, whatever your positive belief is. I embrace, go to your wrist. I embrace this belief. And up to your heart center, I embrace me embracing this belief. And take a couple of nice deep breaths. And check in with yourself now. See how you feel now with the addition of that positive influx. And see if you can feel more light, or better yet, feel light, sprinkling down like a mist, very fine mist, sprinkling down throughout the whole of your energy field, light and color. See what kind of beautiful, sparkling, pastel or vibrant colors come into your awareness, and let them flow down into and through you, inhabiting all those spaces that have been filled up with old pain, old discomfort, all those old emotions and charges, that destructive belief. Let all of that space within you now be filled with light. And feel yourself moving forward into your life from this place, from this belief, with this belief supporting you in the challenges that come into your life. This belief supporting you with what is still unhealed inside, so that as a result of the work that you have done tonight, you have grown again your ability to be more loving, to be kinder, more compassionate with yourself and with all that is. And so let's do the zip up to lock this in. Remember, you bring your hands, I think everybody's done this, maybe bring your hands down in front of the root chakra. And on the in-breath, you're going to sweep your hands up. You can see me doing it here to your lips. And then the out breath, you'll pull your hands away and exhale. And we'll do it 3 times, all right? This is called the zip up. So breathe out, breathe in and out. And now in. Up to your lips, pull away and do the waterfall breath. Drop your arms, breathe in and pull your hands up. Out. One more time. In. Nice deep breath. Let go, big wide open arms. Let them relax and drop. Bring your hand up to the side of your mouth with that invisible key, real but invisible key, and you put it in the lock in your mouth and you twist that lock, pull the key out, feeling, knowing that you've sealed the energy membrane, you've sealed yourself, your nervous system to hold these changes and the impacts, the reverberating impacts from these changes you've made tonight within your being. And marking this in your memory. With this, I bid you a beautiful evening, day tomorrow that's beautiful and good in all kinds of ways. That maybe all of us are a little more able tomorrow to notice what's good and beautiful. Maybe we're all just a little more able to be kinder and softer with ourselves and with others. And that we notice it and smile. All right. Sending love to all of you. Be well, and I will see you soon. Good night.